Does your child have learning issues with other classes?
No, he excels. He's a very hard worker. He's always been a bright, hard worker, and he loves learning. But this class is making his love of learning diminish.
The classes that he's excelling in at this moment are PE, music, and art.
Okay.
Well, those are subjects too.
Okay. Well, ma'am, yeah, but your son doesn't have a tutor for the classes that he's excelling in, correct?
Correct.
He only has a tutor for the classes where his grades are suspect.
Yes. And I help him. And I've also had to bring him to a psychologist.
Why?
Because of the treatment he's been receiving in Mrs. Morgan's class. He cannot study well. He was always talkative, but now I notice that.
And you're saying that the administration at the school has approached him and they said we don't see an issue. That's what I'm hearing correctly?
Yeah, they're basically giving me the runaround. They're not really forthcoming as to how these grades are happening.
He has so not true.
Look, I'm a hard worker too. I take notes. I have written down all of this, and I just want to say I can show you a star chart of the classroom where I went.
A what chart?
Well, they have a star chart on the wall for behavior.
I don't know what a star chart is.
Okay, I'll show you.
Joe, can you do me a favor? Can you get that paperwork that she wants to show us? And then maybe she can explain to me because I don't know what a star chart is.
Yes.
Okay.
So we had a holiday party in class one time, and I know she said that I come into the class a lot, but I have to bring things. You know, I have a business, and we make chocolates, and so sometimes I bring them in, and it's called. My name is Nancy Wu, so it's called Woo Them with Chocolates. So I love to bring in these chocolates to the classroom and for the kids. And sometimes I happen to have to use that time to ask her why my son's grades are so bad.
Okay.
But I noticed,
hold on, ma'am.
I noticed that there's a star chart on the wall, and it has all of these, the kids' names.
And I see your son doesn't have stars.
And yes, and if you could see, some of them have double rows of stars. My son there were 3 on there, and they've been ripped off.
Joe, if you can give this chart back to her. Okay, I see where your son doesn't have as many stars as the other children. As a matter of fact, your son doesn't have any stars as compared. And I'm assuming that the stars are for accomplishments, correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, but here's my question. If the other children are getting stars and yours isn't, is it a possibility that your child just is not as caught up as with the other kids? Is that a possibility?
Well, it is, but I work with him, and if it is the case.
I get it. You work with him. The tutors work with him, but something's not clicking.
Right. So then I feel that maybe she should give us a little bit more attention or something.
But the other kids are progressing. They're doing fine from that star chart that you just showed me.
Yes, and that's why I believe that she is singling us out. We were the only one with no stars.
Why do you think she's singling you out?
I don't know. Maybe it's some kind of vendetta. I'm not sure.
Vendetta.
Yeah, I don't know.
We don't get paid enough to have vendettas towards students.
Okay.
Well, we do certainly pay a lot of